And I ain't got no trophy buckle, Lord, and I don't.
Well, howdy and welcome to the Art Box podcast, coming to you straight from the 41st Annual Cowboy Poetry Gathering in Elko, Nevada. We've been setting up shop all week long in our Cedar Room studio at the Elko Convention Center, visiting with as many fine poets, storytellers, songwriters, and pickers as we can round up. If it's got a little dust on its boots and a story in its heart, chances are we've had it at the mic. So pull up a chair, pour yourself something warm, and settle in. We're mighty glad you're here.
Towards my foolish cowboy dream. And I ain't got no trophy buckle.
I have Gwen Reid with me. Lovely job you did at the Poetry Open Mic.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming over here and talking to the Art Box for a few minutes. And we've got your significant other
Yeah.
and your two grandsons here.
Yeah.
What brings you to Elko?
The National Poetry Gathering. I wouldn't miss it.
Yeah, you've been here before?
Yes. Yeah, this is number 5 or 6 this
Okay.
year. Yeah.
Right. And where are you from?
Placerville, California.
Oh, that's right. They said that.
Better known as Hangtown.
Okay. I know Placerville for some reason. Why do I know that?
It's halfway between Lake Tahoe and Sacramento on Highway 50,
Okay.
about midway.
Oh, okay. The famous Highway 50.
Yep, the famous Highway
Yes.
50.
Yes. When did you first start doing poetry?
I have loved writing all my life, but life has a way of kind of leveling the field, and I ended up with 9 kids and husbands and work and owning my own businesses and everything else, and I didn't really get to do it until I was in my 60s.
Okay.
So I just went to an event and thought to myself, I could do that. Actually, I think I could do better than that. So I ended up trying, and it's worked out, and I've just had a wonderful time ever since I decided to engage this.
And you memorize all yours?
Yes, and I only do things that I've written.
Okay. Do you have a trick in memorizing?
No, I spend a lot of time driving between jobs and reciting to myself between jobs until once you learn the words, then you can go back and learn the inflection and the way you want to present it. So, but I decided a long time ago that if I was going to do it, I was going to do it right. So,
Okay. Do you ever sing?
no,
I mean, sing your poems.
no, I don't sing.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, to yourself.
Well, I sing to myself, but once my kids got big enough to understand how I really sounded, I don't sing to them anymore either.
Okay. But if you're riding down the road, if you're riding down 50 and you're by yourself, I'm sure the music's up and you're singing at the top of your lungs, right?
I sing, but usually I sing other people's stuff because I don't have tunes for my poems. I have a very dear friend, Valerie Netto, who does music, and she put one of my poems to music and surprised me with it one night when I wasn't expecting it. She was performing, and the next thing I knew, she was singing my words, and I was just thrilled.
Oh,
so,
that's great.
Yeah,
Huh?
it was wonderful.
Yeah,
I was thrilled.
You would be a lyricist, right?
Yeah, she did the music for it and did a really good job, so that was exciting for me.
Okay. Are your poems, are they your lived life
Yes.
when you're writing?
Yeah.
Because yours are all you wrote, they're originals.
Yes. Yeah. Everything that I do, I wrote, and all of it's based on my life and things that I'm familiar with and things that I've done. So.
Okay, well, I'll never eat pie after a meal again without thinking of your poem.
Well, that all fit. For that poem, that all fits.
Yes.
Because I've been married to 2 cowboys. I have 9 kids, and I owned and operated and ran my own bakery for 3 years. So those are all things I know something about.
Good. Do you want to recite a poem for us?
If you want me to.
Yes.
I'm from Gold Country, around Placerville, and I wrote a poem called The 49ers, which is about the men and women who came to California in 1849 during the gold rush. They are what really opened up California to the gold rush. So I have written this poem called The 49ers. There is a silent sentinel that stands in a ravine that's a witness to our history and the things that it has seen. It can't talk, but if it could, it'd spin for us a tale of the men called 49ers that would trudge and ride and sail to reach this place where gold was found and live to tell the tale. It'd tell of all the hardship, the trials, and the strife that searching for these bits of ore would bring into their life. It'd tell of all the sickness, the hunger, and the cold of the trials just to get there before they searched for gold. Some would win and some would lose. Some would give their lives in the rush to California. The trial therein lies. They came from every corner of this country that's so grand. There were even some that came from far-off foreign lands. And then there were the women who toiled by their side. When trouble came, they stood their ground. Some even fought and died. The gold that flowed from the mother lode down to the deep blue sea carried with it blood and sweat and loneliness and tears of tragedy. Those that made it dug and scratched, carved their names in stone. They helped to save this country from recession yet unknown, and they carried out the treasure and the seeds that they had sown. Many never gripped a shovel, and yet they would prevail. They baked the bread and washed the clothes, carried heavy mail. They pitched a tent and poured a drink and mended what was broke. They got their share from everywhere, out of a miner's poke. The land was raw, but what they saw was a chance to turn the tide, that through their gut-wrench labor, they would be justified. They carved a trail across a continent that yet had been unknown. They braved the frigid rivers and the mountains they were shown. They languished in the desert. They froze to death on high. These men called 49ers just wouldn't be denied. They came to California. They came to stake their claim. And those that finally made it would be forever changed. They left for us a patchwork, a tapestry of sorts, of a state that surely glistened, barely shimmered with the hope. From the great Sierra Mountains to the grand Pacific coast, they brought with them the seeds that sowed the fertile valleys and planted apple trees. They brought with them a vision of a gleaming promised land. They fought and never faltered. It was here that we began. We're the native sons and daughters whose roots are wrapped with gold. We're born of men and women whose hardships still unfold. They fought so we could be here, and we carry that same torch. We are the very essence that they forged out of mud. We're a bunch of scrapping fighters. We're a story yet untold. We're the girl who brings your dinner and a logger on the road. This is where the strong survived, and that's what they passed on. We still carry that same torch, even though they're dead and gone. They made their mark. They struck the spark that stood the test of time. Those golden men and women who came in 49.
That's inspirational. Thank you very much. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it. You did a great job in there today.
Welcome. Thank you.
Sordid summer song blistering. Suns are burning down in the 3rd degree. And the wildfire smoke makes it hard to breathe. And Lord, would you hear my plea?
And that'll just about do it from the 41st Annual Cowboy Poetry Gathering here in Elko, Nevada. We tip our hats in heartfelt thanks to the Nevada Arts Council and the Western Folklife Center. Without their support and encouragement, we wouldn't be setting up shop here in the first place. A special word of gratitude goes to our assigned media specialist, Karn, who's been keeping us on schedule and helping us find our way all week long. Our opening and closing music comes courtesy of a mighty talented young singer out of Colorado, Jimmy Cantwell. We're proud to share his sound with you. The Art Box thanks you kindly for riding along with us through this special cowboy poetry series. We sure hope you've enjoyed hearing from the remarkable poets, storytellers, and musicians who make their way to Elko year after year, keeping the Western tradition alive and well. Before you head on down the trail, take a second to follow the Art Box so you'll be automatically notified when a new episode drops. And don't be shy, leave us a comment, send us a note, or let us know just how much you love art. We're always listening, and we're always looking for ideas for future guests. From the high desert of Elko, Nevada, this is the Art Box podcast signing off. Until next time, keep creating, keep listening, and keep the stories alive.
For me, we're already hauling water and feeding hay. Margin's getting smaller each and every day. Oh, we're running out of time. Something's gotta change. 'Cause we're barely getting by on credit and faith and law. Would you hear my plea? Would you send a little rain for me? I'll hang on, buddy, it's just you see.